Okay, solve the inequality here, right? So the first thing we'll do is to write that bracket out here twice, because x plus 1 squared just means that we times in the bracket by itself. So if we do FOIL on that then, right, you know, obviously you get first is x squared, outers is x times 1 is just x, inners then 1 times x is x, and lasts then 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, so you've got that there. What I do then is get everything onto the left hand side. Alright, so you've got x squared. Of course, x plus x there is 2x, isn't it? Plus 1. And if we take everything over, it becomes minus 4x, and take the 9 over, it becomes minus 9, less than or equal to 0. So putting this together, you get x squared. Now 2x take away 4x is minus 2x. Okay, and then 1 take away 9 is minus 8. Less than or equal to 0. So we need to now solve this inequality here. Okay, and to solve a quadratic inequality, if you remember, you say for critical points, we look at what happens when this quadratic is actually equal to 0. Okay, we want the range of solutions where it's less than or equal to 0, but we focus to start with on when it is actually equal to 0 for these critical points. So we can factorize this, okay, and double bracket, of course, with x in both. So we've got to think now of a pair of numbers that multiply to give minus 8 and add up to give minus 2. So the two numbers are 4 and 2. And if I make that a minus 4 and a plus 2, that then will multiply to give minus 8. And of course, plus 2 and minus 4 will add up to give minus 2. So you've got this here. And of course, then when you've got two brackets, right, factorize equals to 0. You will say then either the first bracket is equal to 0, okay, or the second bracket is equal to 0, okay. Either of these brackets equal to 0, remember, because you multiply them together and you get 0, so one of them's got to be 0. So if x plus 2 is 0, take the 2 over to the side, so you get minus 2. If x minus 4 is 0, take the minus 4 over, so it becomes plus 4. So you've got your two solutions there. What we do then is we draw our quadratic. Okay, so our quadratic, we know something about this. Obviously, a quadratic we know is a smiley face, all right? But we also know where it crosses the x-axis, okay? In this case here, we've got minus 2 and 4, okay? So it crosses at minus 2, and it also crosses at 4, okay? So don't worry too much about the scale. Obviously, negative 2 here and positive 4 on that side. But the point is then your smiley face will go through those 2 points. So I'll rotate it around and we'll have it going through those 2 points. That's your critical point there and there, right? Those are your critical points. Now going back to our inequality, if you refer back to the inequality here, remember we wanted this whereby the quadratic is less than 0, right? Less than 0. Now if it's less than 0, of course we need to be in the negative region of the y-axis here, okay? The negative y values. And of course the negative y values, the graph is, the section of the graph is here, isn't it? Okay, so if you think about it, all the values between minus 2 and 4 will give us negative values for this inequality. So between minus 2 and 4. So what I do then is, I know it's got to be less than 4, or less than or equal in this case, yeah, to 4. So I know that it's got to be less than 4, but it's got to be greater than minus 2. So what I'll do then is I'll copy that inequality here, copy it and put minus 2 there. And there's our solution.